Welcome to Review Nation, and today I'm reviewing Trivium's new album, What the Dead Man Say. And this was released on April 24th. There has been a lot of hype over this album with its release, and everyone's been very excited about this new Trivium album. To be honest, I was very excited about this new Trivium album as well. The Sin of a Sentence was an absolute masterpiece, a fantastic album that its runtime just flowed so well. Well, today I'm going to tell you what I thought about What the Dead Man Say. This album is a much more technical album than The Sin in the Sentence. Like The Sin in the Sentence, really gritty and hard, where this is also quite heavy, but it's also very technical. This is due to the drummer Alex Ben. He's a fantastic drummer, and the amazing transitions with the drums, the awesome drum fills, incorporating blast beats throughout this album unexpectedly as well. It overall intensifies this album, but there are certain elements throughout this album that don't really work in my opinion. Like, this album does feel dark, but I feel what's wrong with this album is the overall production. The production on this album is way too clean in my opinion, and it seems like the raw gritty tone that we got from The Sin in the Sentence isn't here. That's just one criticism of the album. A lot of people may not enjoy this review, but you know what, I'm here to give you my opinion on what I thought, since I did promise everyone that I was going to review the new Trivium release. The production is way too polished in my opinion, and it just sounds like all that raw and gritty tone that Trivium usually have on an album is just gone. But let's start off with the first track, which is 9. This is a really nice instrumental, and I do really love the drawing guitar moments throughout this song. What I really enjoy though is Alex Ben's drumming, especially throughout the conclusion. It's got the same melody as the next song, What the Dead Man Say, and I just love the overall build up of this song, a really nice crescendo to lead on to probably one of the best songs off the album, and this is What the Dead Man Say. This is a really hard-hitting, fast, progressive metal song that incorporates many different genres such as metalcore. I really love Matt's vocals throughout this song, and not to mention the really nice guitar moments as well. But the chorus is quite catchy. It's very catchy, and it's quite melodic, and at times it's quite sing-alongable. There's a nice, awesome instrumental section with Alex Ben incorporating some really nice drum fills throughout this song, changing signature as well, keeping the listener on your toes. But what is fantastic about this song is the overall structure. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. That leads on to Catastrophes. Catastrophes was the first single off the album, and to me it's one of the weakest songs off the album. Surely it's got a catchy chorus. The first half of the song lacks. It is, and I think it might be actually Matt's vocals throughout this song. But I do really enjoy the instrumental part, because the instrumental part incorporates guitar solos, amazing drumming by Alex, also transitioning the blast beats, incorporating elements of many different changes, tight little ghost notes and accents, nice riffrages throughout this song as well. And the second half of Catastrophes is a lot better. Than the first half of Catastrophes. But I feel that the first half of the song really doesn't pull its weight towards the second half. It leads on to Amongst the Shadows and the Stones. This song is a fantastic song overall, and I just love the elements of metalcore throughout this song, incorporating breakdowns. This song is very percussion soaked as well. I do really enjoy Matt's vocals throughout this song, incorporating those harsher growls that we really want from a Trivium song. Again, this is another single, and this single is pretty solid in my opinion. Such a well-driven guitar song, amazing drumming by Alex as well. Okay, so then it leads on to Bleed Into Me. As it bleeds into me, that it's seeking for you. Tell them the story. This is a much more slower song than the previous songs, but damn, it really packs a punch. I just love the gritty bass. Really love the gritty bass.
by
Greg Leto throughout this song, especially throughout that introduction. Matt incorporates the cleaner vocal styles, which is pretty enjoyable, especially for fans that don't really love those hard, heavy Trivium songs. Love the chord progression throughout the song. Again, Alex incorporates some really nice drum fills, nice transitions, and overall it's a pretty simple song by Trivium, but it actually really works. It does, and it's a really nice break from the chaos we're going to get. So the next song is The Defiant.
I stand in defiance of your ways.
This is a much more chaotic song, really metalcore based as well, but incorporating also progressive elements, especially when Alex Bent really changes the signatures throughout this song and just overall makes this song quite free flowing. What I really enjoy about this song is the overall guitar moments, the really nice guitar licks as well that leads onto that really melodic chorus, and it's definitely one of the better songs off the album. It's really a metalcore based song that you have such a slower song like Bleed Into Me, and then you got such a fast, hard hitting song like The Defiant. Again, there's a shredding guitar solo throughout this song. That just really fucking melt your face, to be honest, and overall it's a really good song by Trivium, and it's one of my favourite songs off the album. Okay, so then it leads on to Sickness Unto You. Now this is a good song by Trivium, it is, but to me it's overbloated, this song. It really is, because they repeat the same sort of sections throughout this song. There's a really nice instrumental section, some really nice guitar moments, and awesome guitar solo as well. But that's about it for this song. This song's really long. It's about 6 minutes. It just feels like this song lasts forever, and that's not what I want from a song. That's not what I want from a song. I absolutely love long songs. I can listen to songs 10, 12 minutes. This song seemed more than 10 to 12 minutes, even though it was 6 minutes. It seemed like a really fucking long song to me. And that's because they repeated the same old thing over and over again, which was getting on my nerves. It really was. Okay, so the next song is Scattering the Ashes. This song is a little bit short in my opinion, because this song had much more of an impact than Sickness Unto Me. Then you get a really banging song called Scattered the Ashes, and I wanted this song to be a little bit longer because it was an instrumental break that was absolutely fucking fantastic, and it was very creative. I really enjoyed that guitar lick, especially throughout that chorus. I'm scattering the ashes. This song to me was a little bit too short, and I wanted this song to be a little bit longer because it had the potential to be a little bit longer. It had another potential to be another 2 minutes, because this song is that good. This song is way too short. It's very melodic, and I just love how piercing and playful this song is as well. In my opinion, the song lacks length, where Sickness Unto Me was long, but Scattered to Ashes was way too short. So the next song is Bending the Arc to Fear. This is when this album starts to get a little bit tiring. This album can definitely become, in my opinion, a little bit boring, because we do hear the same sort of melodies, we do hear the same sort of monotonous tones throughout. There's a lot of breakdowns throughout this particular song. This album isn't as creative as The Sin in the Sentence. I feel like this album is lacking innovative initiative, and it can tell throughout this album where they are just recycling the same old ideas over and over again. Certainly it's very technical, certainly tremolo moments throughout the song, which is a little bit different by Trivium. recycle the same ideas over and over again, which makes this song a little bit boring, which makes this album quite repetitive. You want a progressive metal album to not be repetitive. Like Sin of the Sentence wasn't repetitive at all. This album is repetitive. With this album, they really showcase the same old ideas over and over again. Okay, so the next song is The Ones We Leave Behind.
Gods walk amongst all, without fear, without tears.
Definitely one of the better songs off the album, and I just really love it overall. Really love the tight drum fills throughout this song by Alex, incorporating blast beats as well. But I love that riffage by Matt as he incorporates. But again, Matt's vocals are fantastic, and he's incorporating growls, incorporating harsh vocals. At times his growls are fantastic. Incorporates cleaner vocals throughout this song. But you know what? It's something very different, because at the end you get some really nice moments. Something you definitely never heard before by Trivium, especially on this album. But I just love that fade out. That fade out is fantastic, leaving you in awe of how good this song was. So overall, I'm just a little bit torn on this album. I thought this album was going to be great. The Sin and the Sentence, in my opinion, was way better than What the Dead Man Say, that's for sure. And Shogun, in my opinion, still reigns supreme. I would say this album is probably in the middle of the pack in their discography. But yeah, it's a fun album. But of course, in my reviews, I got to be critical, and I got to tell you how I see it. And I feel that this album is quite repetitive, quite monotonous as well, recycling the same ideas throughout songs over and over again. And you want a progressive metal album not to recycle the same ideas throughout some of these songs. So for Trivium, What the Dead Man Say, I'm going to give this a solid 6 out of 10. It's a good album, but it's not a great album. Yeah, so that was my opinion, and you may completely disagree. Honestly, I won't blame you if you disagree. Like, this album is still above average. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you thought about this album. And I will see you in the next one.